Hey guys, so today we're checking out Amplitube 5, and it's one of the best free amp simulators you can get if you're trying to get a little bit of everything, some clean amps and some dirty amps, and then like a nice heavy amp in there too. We're gonna go through the amps and the effects, so let's get started. So guys, I'm just gonna go through the amps here, leave everything pretty much at 12 o'clock, and play a selection of riffs to compare the distortion, the higher gain amps to each other, and then do the same thing up with the clean amps, and then we'll go check out the effects at the end of the video. So here we go. So those are all of the amp models they have in here with a couple of demonstrations. So let's check out, just for fun, this bass amp, and let's mess around on the 7th string because, I don't know, I feel like I want to. The reverb, once again, is not what I really like. So if you have a 7-string and you want to mess around with a bass preamp, go for it. It's on there. It's free. Take it. So now let's talk about the pedals. So for this, I'm gonna let's use the Brit 8000. That's a nice easy one. We're gonna go to here, and so let's talk about the delay pedal, right? So normally for your timing pedals, you want these at the end here. So I'm gonna throw the delay on here, and let's check it out. That's pretty good. And edit the delay. So there you go. Click on edit, and so you can turn the level up. We get the point. That's pretty cool. Feedback a little bit more. That changes that up, and then the delay. This will make it faster. So you can get crazy. Oh, yep. I don't know what I did. We're gonna stop using the delay pedal. So let's move on to a different pedal. We're gonna use the Diode Overdrive. So this overdrive you'd normally want before the amp here. So without it, right, we have like this. So if you put your noise gate at the beginning of your line here, you can mess around and put it like after the overdrive. Check that out. But so if the threshold's down, I'm gonna get some ambient, but humming. So you turn your threshold up, and then it goes away. And you can see right here it's activating the red light there. So the release knob is going to tell it like how quickly it should clamp back down at the end of your tone. So listen right in here. So you can hear some of it, right? So I'm going to turn the release up so it stops it on both ends, the front and the end. And I want to turn my threshold up a little higher too. So see, it's still, I want the release a little faster. So I'm actually going to turn it down here. So if you want it as fast as possible, it'd be here. So sometimes you're going to want some of that like airy humming noise, with the distortion to sound kind of like gritty. But the noise gate helps clean things up for sure. So we've got a noise gate pedal in there, which is great. EQ pedal doesn't need much explaining, right? It's got your nice, it's a nice band, really. You can kind of do whatever you want here with your frequencies. A lot of control, raise the level overall. I don't really have to explain that anymore, do I? So we'll take the EQ out. Now this is, actually, let's see. Can you delete pedals that easily? Oh, you got to delete them here. You want to remove your pedal, remove like this, remove like that. Back to our pedals here. So then, the wah pedal, this is kind of cool that they have this. So a wah pedal, your wah pedal, you could put wherever really. I don't know, you can put it at the end here. So you can wah it with your mouse like this. You can also plug in an expression pedal and actually do it that way, because unless you have somebody wahing the mouse for you, you're not really going to get very far with it. So there's the wah pedal, which is a neat thing to have for sure. We'll remove it. Let's go now on to, they give us a chorus pedal, which is cool. So without chorus, with chorus, so let's make it a little bit more. We're going to up the level, up the depth, up the rate. See what this sounds like. It's kind of like that 80s, 70s vibe of like really sort of like psychedelic almost, right? So that's what chorus sounds like. So flanger's a cool one here. So let's turn it off first. So now with the flanger, so we can make this a little bit more obvious here. Let's up everything on it. So So that's really kind of a cool pedal too. The flanger can get you some cool stuff. And then if you're doing like leads, right, it can make some nice sounds throughout your like lead shreddy lines, and hopefully they sound better than what I just played for you. So let's delete the flanger pedal, go on to the next pedal here. Tremolo pedal, also a cool one where you can get some nice effects. So I'll turn the rate to like that when I play it. So now with the tremolo. So it gives it that, I think of Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, that effect right in the beginning of that song. And then they just have a volume pedal, which just, you know, if I turn that one down, there's no more volume. If I turn it up, and then there's volume. That's it for the amps and the pedals. We can briefly check out, let's just remove this stuff. Just stick with our good old 8000 Brit there. And so you can explore with different cabs here. So I'll just quickly do a couple of little... I'll try the vintage. Oh yeah, here's the vintage. Get a lot of different sounds here for sure too. Closed vintage. Open vintage. Brit. Which is what it automatically started us with. 4x12 closed. And then the 4x12 metal, which I think comes on the Soldano one. That sounds nice actually with the Brit amp. So that's pretty cool. Something else to note in the cab section, you can move around the mics and stuff, which is kind of cool, but you can get different sounds emulated by positioning the mic differently here. So you can also choose different kinds of mics from here. See, look at them change. How cool. So guys, this is Amplitube 5, a totally free application that you can use in your digital audio workstation to simulate these awesome amps and get some effects in there as well. And also, if you don't have it for your recording purposes in a DAW, you can just get the standalone version and then just be able to plug into your interface and practice your guitar through your computer like that. So guys, let me know in the comments below which amps you liked the best. Also, let me know what other amps maybe you've used that you would recommend. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That'll really help the channel out. Guys, thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next one.